that they've been playing with. No flow to their game, everything disjointed. They've not been able to play good basketball for any quality period of time.
Yeah, they lack the consistency. I mean, they do show flashes at times, but over the course of a long NBA season, you need the consistency far more than you're going to need those flashes. You need to execute from the tip-off to the final buzzer.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Jay out there with Chris Paul. And it's Navarro in at the three.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Well, clearly, guys, Trey Burke is a guy who is talent, drafted number 9 overall 2013, grew up in Columbus, Ohio, went to the University of Michigan. But so far, you know, Greg, in the NBA, he's been a bit of a tweener.
And that's a great point. And part of the issue is, you know, he was a scoring guard in a point guard's body. And one thing that happens in college when you're the best player, it's a lot easier. Now when you move up to the next level, you have to change what you do on the floor to impact the game. And that's been a challenge for him thus far early in his career.
Interesting.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, going back to Trey Burke, for a guy with a scoring mindset, he has some limitations there. His field goal percentage was under 40 his first 2 seasons. Part of that is because he doesn't have the explosiveness to get to the rim.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And you know, talking about Trey Burke, at his size, he needs to become a more consistent playmaker. I know he's a competitor, very successful in college, wants to play a lot of minutes in the pros. But to do that, he needs to reshape his game and I think adopt a pass-first mentality.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Navarro, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Burks can't get it to go. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And Paul over to help. Burks kicks to Gobert. And again, Derek Favors. Favors got his second bucket.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Paul passes to Navarro. Kicks to Griffin. Plenty of space. And that one's good. Griffin's got 6.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight. And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
Paul outside. The pass to Navarro. It's deflected and stolen by Hayward. Here's Burks. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it, and they're able to recover. They get it again.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Paul. The 19-footer is on the money. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Burke can't get it to go.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Clippers moving the ball around. Paul right side. Navarro, the pass to Griffin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Griffin's got 8 points.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
To the inside, Favors. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. And you look at Clutch, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And, you know, that's the thing. Operating in traffic is essential if you're going to be effective in the paint. And composure is essential as well. He doesn't get rattled easily, and that's why he's at the top of the list. They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
A short time ago, Quinn Snyder and I were able to chat. He knows a big part of winning this game will come down to how well they can guard Blake Griffin. He said it all comes down to positioning and preventing him from getting inside, both on and off the ball. And guys, he's willing to concede some open jump shots to Griffin to do that. We'll see if Griffin can make him pay for it. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Exum's shot is off. Clippers leading by 4. Navarro, the pass to Paul. Here's the 3. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. That's 10 points for Jay.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. He made it work.
It did, yeah. And those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
And they do, and guys, that's the last line of your defense there. Everything else was good, but you have to finish it off with possession.
Favors attacking. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems...
That athlete.
Yeah.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons. This team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Hayward on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground. Even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude. And resilience.
And that one's good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Over to the wing. Hayward comes with the double team. Jordan dishes to Paul. Navarro, a follow-up flush. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Burke kicks to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Now here's Paul. Burke covering. And stolen by Booker. Exum with it. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting it. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. His shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Passes it to Navarro. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
A baseline J, and Hayward with the block.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
And the defense. Looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course. Of this first half.
So